Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to the 20th episode of Caught in Chaos. It's been 20 motherfucking
episodes.
Sorry, man, my hoodie just dropped, and I'm not gonna fix it again with my hair.
You look like the villain in a snowboard movie from the 90s. Like you're the guy who's like super extreme and with all the ladies, you know, but you are of color, so in the 90s that still makes you the villain.
Yeah. The person who was. So yeah, this is before we get into the podcast. So we step up our game a little bit.
Yeah, step by step, improvements every day. We gonna dance and make this podcast feel more gay.
Yep. So now it's not only you can see us on YouTube, we are actually going live on Clubhouse at the same time. So if you are too lazy to watch on YouTube, you can just go on Clubhouse and listen to it there. So we are invading Clubhouse.
Yay! Take that, Clubhouse.
Yeah. We will figure out to push this.
Your exclusive platform doesn't matter shit to us. So we're gonna drop some real hardcore news on you, boy. No, but seriously, thank you for listening in, obviously, and thank you for being at last night's show.
Yes,
we had our monthly online show,
and we had a great night. We had an excellent night. So if you missed the show, we are sorry about that. You missed a good show.
You know what makes me extremely happy? That I can finally command around other comedians. Like, that was my wet dream for a long time. Was like,
I get to tell what they should be doing.
Yeah, exactly, because I'm in charge of the technical stuff. Yeah. So I'm like, drop your mic, do this, give me 20.
Yeah. So in case if you are joining us on Clubhouse, we technically, because the phone is so far away from us, we can't see who is joining.
We don't have the technology of a longer cable.
Yeah, we don't have. We have the technology to connect to Clubhouse. We don't have the technology to see who the hell is there. And since this is a live podcast, we don't plan to bring anybody on stage.
Just go over to YouTube.
So yeah, you if you want to see who the fuck doing this podcast at the moment, it's live on YouTube, so you can also go to YouTube and listen to this, and it's a fun podcast.
And every episode, Paul tries to figure out how to make a balanced light between this brown guy and the whitest guy ever. Your skin color right now kind of matches what it is in real life, but I look like I have fucking jaundice right now. I look like I have a very hardcore liver disease. Like, this is... But, we have people in the chat already.
We have people on the chat already on YouTube. So, hey, Paul, what's up, Paul?
Paul is
says,
in the house.
Woohoo, farts of doom. We missed you for a couple of episodes.
Yeah,
hey,
I've been so busy
doom.
lately. That's good to hear, man.
I don't know what a jobless person can be busy during a lockdown.
Breaking his crank record. You know?
20
personal record 12 times in 24 hours.
20 episodes, yay. Paul would be a great dictator. He was dictating yesterday at the show. Much I can say. Like,
exactly. And as expected, it ran really well.
And
it was a smooth machine. The comedy was cranked out at precisely the points where I wanted them to be.
So
it was total fun.
It was total fun, and
out of your mouth it sounds like a rap line. It was total fun, but out of mine it sounds like a hate crime.
So yeah, like the last night, it was really nice to see Hannah again after such a long time. She was there. We had Dom Mackey, we had Dragos, and we had Sonia. Everybody,
fantastic
lineup. And don't forget the next show is on the 23rd of April, and we have a lineup. We have put up a lineup together that you will never, and I can guarantee you,
never see in real life.
Will see you have never seen them together on stage before, and you probably will never see them again. It's Alia Janine joining us from the US. Yeah. It's Freddie Quinn joining us from the UK. Those are like top-notch comedians. I'm super happy that I get to work with them. They were supposed to come to Vienna, but obviously something happened last year. So, and then we have Georg
the Tokyo Olympic Games were postponed. That happened last year, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing else, right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Georg Sachs, a Greek comedian, and Anushka Rava from France. She's also a very nice comedian. Like she also have so much stage credit. So shall we get to the news?
Yeah, the news. If I find the mouse pointer. Yeah.
This is the news.
Don't let
News.
Cheers, man.
News.
Cheers.
yesterday you said tomorrow. So just
News from around the world.
make
With Paul
come true.
and Malinda.
Do it.
Oh, hell yeah, the news. It keeps getting better worse. No, seriously, it's getting better worse.
It depends on where your best and worst
Exactly.
lies.
Yeah. This is humanity at its best and at its worst. Final edition, last print, no more reruns.
You guys already know, if you've been familiar with the podcast, you know we start with the coronavirus updates from Austria.
Please shoot me.
Yes.
Please.
Let me shoot you the numbers.
Thanks.
So the average for this week, this week's new infection average is around 2,940 a day. Let's round it up for 3,000.
Just for shits and giggles,
Yeah.
right?
So we are doing 3,000 a day at the moment, and it feels fantastic.
Infection rates go brrrr. No, seriously, Austria, what are you doing?
I'm starting to feel like the cotton mask was doing a better job than the FFP2 mask. Like right now, the FFP2 mask is like all of a sudden we thought the FFP2 mask is gonna protect us.
Oh yeah. It's the same way that when you wear a helmet as a bicyclist, you have a higher chance of getting hit by a car. Seriously,
Yeah.
If you wear a helmet, there's a higher chance of getting hit by a car.
So I think that analogy works with if you
Yeah,
wear
that-
an FFP2
mask.
mask, there's a high chance that you are going to get a fucking virus in your head.
No, if you don't realize that it's not an all-protecting force field, it's not magic. It's just slightly more effective. You know, it's like, here's a 45 cal and here's a 50 cal. Both of them are gonna kill you, but one's slightly slower than the other one. And if I hit you in the arm, you might not bleed out, while this is definitely gonna rip up your arm.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's the difference with FFP2 masks and cotton masks. Like
the-
cotton masks are still good. Like,
Yeah,
if
I
you
hate
do
it because I made some merchandise.
Yeah,
And now I don't get to fucking wear it.
No, you know what you're gonna do. You're just gonna wear that when you
Yeah.
do your first show.
Yeah.
You're gonna make a string tanga out of it and just wear that on
You
stage.
know why we're doing this? For the people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Call it unmasked.
Unmasked. The SPO leader, Pamela.
Why is there no Why is there no reboot of The Mask, the Jim Carrey movie?
That would be all.
This is
That-
the
that should-
perfect time to get The Mask rolling again.
That should be the theme movie of since 2019.
How did it not pick up? Everybody was like, "Ooh, let's watch Contagion." No, why don't you watch The Mask?
Like
or
you
even
know,
better, The Mask 2, Son of the Mask, which is such a train wreck of a movie. It wraps around and is fascinating again.
like I don't know about the rest of the world, but you know Austria have this new trend, like, you know, opening things up softly for 3 weeks and going to going.
That sounds like open you up with me softly. Infection rates are going up. I don't know what we are doing. I am coughing in your face. I'm so softly.
Man, I don't know who the hell told Paul that he can sing, but whoever told him, man, I hate you. Like the mask should be something like the Bruce Willis movie. What's the movie for Christmas?
Die Hard, yeah.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Every time the lockdown, like the hard lockdown comes in, that should be the movie that the family is getting together to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. You're stuck with some racist assholes in a building, and you have to slowly kill them one by one. Otherwise, they will steal a Japanese guy's money.
So
That's the plot.
anyhow, moving on. The SPO leader, like Pamela Wagner,
Randy Wagner.
Randy Wagner.
Yes.
She actually warned that Austria should again go for a hard lockdown. Don't worry, it's coming. It's this soft lockdown is only going to remain until Easter holidays, so the government can get some taxes immediately after the Easter holidays.
Yeah.
We are going back. It's the same
definitely.
repetition of Christmas.
Oh yeah, clearly. No, but you know what it is? It's Randy Wagner is basically now one of those rolling when you in your religion, you have those weird thingies that rotate at the temple, like you twist them. That might be just Indian though. Might not be Sri Lankan Buddhism. Gebetsmühlen in German. I don't know what they are called.
How does it look like?
It's like a cylinder, a metal cylinder.
Okay.
And it's on pins, and you roll it, and every time you roll it, you basically do one.
This is probably.
You're praying basically. It's a praying thing.
Oh, this is definitely not
Not
in
Sri
our
Lankan.
Buddhism. Yeah.
Yeah. Then it might be just northern, because I know it is in maybe. It might be just white people like thinking that is culture in Buddhism.
Like the monks went like, we need something for those white people to do when they come in here. Just roll.
It's a child's toy.
Put some toys in there and then it's like
rattle. Like a mobile. Like a white people are easy.
I'm going to the temple. Why are you going to the temple to pray? No, I want to roll this thing around.
Yeah. If anybody knows in the chat what a Gebetsmühle is in English, please drop a comment. And if it's real, that would be also very important. I might have just fell for white propaganda. Well, all propaganda is white, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Something good is happening because the deaths are falling. Deaths are falling.
Wow, insensitive.
The number of deaths are falling.
Yeah.
The dead are falling.
Yeah. I mean, that is the least that we can expect, that after a year we're better at fighting the disease.
Yeah, in the care homes, they actually
reduce the numbers immensely because of the vaccination rate.
Yes.
What? Not just spot vaccinating, but vaccinating everybody in a system works better because then you don't have cross infections? What a crazy idea.
And now they are trying to figure out.
The thing Paul is talking about are called prayer mills prayer wheels. Okay.
No,
yeah,
we
so
don't have it.
That it has to be
Maybe like Chinese Buddhism.
Yeah, it has to be something like that.
Yep.
And we don't care about that one.
we don't care about things that we don't.
That don't exist.
These things don't exist.
Yeah, what is
Those are publicity.
No, it's like a what is it called? An oxymoron. You know, like a rich poor person. You know, doesn't exist. You know, like a
rich poor person.
Like an honest white man doesn't exist. That's an oxymoron. You know. Chinese Buddhism, you know, that's
rich poor people exist in one place, Berlin.
No, that's true. That's true. There's some hipsters out there who are homeless who have €1 million. Yeah. That's true. That's true. They do it because it's cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they are trying to.
Their thing in Tibetan Buddhism.
Exactly, Tibetan Buddhism.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tibet, that I mistook you for an island.
Island in the mountains.
Yeah. Hey, that would be dope.
Yeah.
I would visit.
Tibet
have you heard about the island inside the island inside the island? So in Canada, if you go way up, there's apparently a lake.
Okay.
And there's an island in that lake. And that island has a lake. Inside that is another island. and inside that is another lake.
It's like a Canadian island babushka.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I planned it out on Google Maps.
Okay.
It says like drive for like 15 hours and then walk for 2 weeks. like it's in the middle of nowhere.
Like you see, you Google this kind of shit. When I Googled Google Maps, I found somewhere in Vorarlberg there is a nursery home, like a kindergarten.
Oh, that sounds
Like,
creepy as fuck, man.
when-
You're on a
when-
list,
when you,
man.
When you look from the top, it's
a
built in a
swastika.
swastika.
Yes. yes.
A
Vorarlberg.
kindergarten in the shape of a swastika.
Is it the Indian swastika or the German swastika?
Yeah, I don't know which direction it's pointing. And it's a fucking swastika, man.
Depends what rotation you do. That's not how it works, but you know what I mean. Flip this.
It used to be something else in the 30s and the 40s,
If
but
you
now
look
we are
into-
using it to educate
You know,
young
if
children.
you look at it through a mirror, you see Hitler.
Anyway, so still it's the people over 65 taking most of the intensive care beds in Austria. So now they are planning
Again, selfish boomers.
taking every fucking thing.
Yeah. I mean,
But at least they are still better than the Gen Z.
potato. Really.
It's us who are fucking getting squashed by both of those idiots.
Look. The greatest generation was probably 600 BC, somewhere in, like, I don't know, rural Afghanistan. There was like a greatest generation there, maybe. But otherwise, and obviously history hasn't recorded that, you know? I think there has been a greatest generation, but it hasn't been in the last, like, 150 to 2,000 years.
In my book, the greatest generation that ever existed is me.
Okay.
Me, myself, and I.
I mean, yeah, because you're the only one who observes your own universe. I mean, that makes you the greatest in your own universe. I get that. That's a very. I don't know if that's philosophical or selfish.
Let's go with
Both.
philosophical.
Philosophically
Philosophically selfish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Kurz said.
Talking about philosophically selfish.
That's a nice segue. So Kurz went to Germany recently, and he said like the border control, the German border control to Tyrol, will end soon.
I don't know which oracle he has.
First of all, we need to meet these advices, man.
Yeah, exactly. Which animal does he sacrifice and read the ingredients out of to know what is happening in the future? I mean, that man has such a, I don't know, uncanny way of describing the future. It's sickening, you know. It's thinking that what he says will actually turn into reality, while reality has passed him by several times already. It's like a guy who, you know...
He's too short to see the reality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's short-sighted. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. It doesn't... I mean, literally opening up skiing twice. Well, keeping it up first and then opening it up again way too early a second time. That's literally the class. If you look up Webster's dictionary for short-sighted, it's like a picture of Kurz with a pair of skis next to him. Like that's the new fucking logo of him. Oh man, no, I don't know where it gets that from. The numbers are not representing that. He can't force Germany to open.
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
Listen now, eh?
we take fucking Bavaria back. You know, what is the threat here? You know,
Like, you better open
yeah,
the
or
border
else.
control to Tyrol. Because, you know, they are still going to keep bringing that virus, nevertheless. So what's the point? So we're going to allow it.
It's literally him going, huh? Maybe. No, seriously, it's somebody who.
Maybe he struck a deal.
See, he's a poker player, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he always bluffs, and his bluffs most of the time work. But now he's playing bluffs before the other guy has even talked about his hand.
Now here comes Malinda's conspiracy corner.
Oh.
Maybe he just went and told the Germans, like, you know what, man, these motherfuckers are gonna fuck up very soon.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna come here, you're gonna get fucked, and you're gonna go put a lawsuit, and when you win, you're gonna give me 30%.
Kickback? A kickback? Kickback kurz. I like it.
Is it that smart?
I'm afraid yes. I mean, maybe, even better. He has friends in the Tyrolean ski industry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, a bunch of those companies are publicly traded.
Mm-hmm.
He has a straw man who owns shares in those companies.
Mm-hmm.
By just saying that it will be opened up again, you know how the stock market is. It might just open up the next day with like a 3-4% increase. Nothing much, probably. Just a little bit. But that straw man fucking cashes in like a motherfucker because I don't know what cool investment vehicle he has used for that, you know. But then you obviously put it into like an NFT or something like that. You transform it into another form of valuable, and then you transfer it over way later to Kurz when he's out of office. That would be the really smart thing to do, obviously. Like if you know that's like insider trading 101, you know, is have somebody in position of power who says ominous things. Doesn't have to be true. Just say ominous things that you then can retract later by saying, oh, I only said hopefully or whatever. You know, like I put a qualifier in, therefore I didn't ever say that it will happen.
Yeah, it's just, again, reminds me of the FFP2 masks situation. FFP2 masks are mandatory. All of a sudden, you have a bunch of motherfuckers working in a basement changing labels from China to Austria.
Money.
Some interesting shit happened. FPO deputy chairman, Heimbuchner, right?
Heimbuchner.
Finally, I got a name right.
Yeah, no, that's a hard one.
I mean, again, we don't wish anybody harm in any way. But these are
But karma is a bitch.
Yeah, karma is a bitch, you know, like even yesterday there were demonstrations against the restrictions and all that shit.
Yep.
Like,
again, mostly
we all feel the frustrations, but like, you know, saying
that's not the way.
This shit is not real and all that shit. When shit hits the fan, he's now, anyway.
This is somebody going, like, there's a car crash, or there's gonna be a car crash, and instead of swerving out of the way, they do this.
Yeah.
Because this way they don't see the crash, so it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's what the FPO...
What happened to you? I don't know. I think there was going to be a car crash. I just closed my eyes, so it can't be the car crash.
Dude, you're in heaven. Yeah. You're so dumb we had to let you in. You're not good enough for hell.
Man. So he's actually in a ventilator now in the intensive care because he decided to attend a baby shower.
Yeah. This is the double dumb way to die. Again, I hope he gets better and he will like learn a lesson from this. He probably won't because...
How important is this baby shower, man?
I mean, that must be, you know, the golden baby. Golden baby shower.
Like, for me, ever since I became an adult, that's one thing I don't want an invitation to.
Oh, it's horrible. It sounds horrible.
I've never been and I really hope I will never have to.
It's not a normal,
when I'm having kids, if I can escape my own baby shower, I would do that.
Dude, I'm not gonna have a baby shower either. You know, for my kids, it's such a the kid is too young to remember it. You're literally throwing a party that is baby styled for yourself.
Isn't the baby shower happens before the baby born?
Yeah, exactly. That's too young to remember it, isn't it? Never mind the whole thing. Maybe you have a miscarriage. Hopefully not. Again, please don't get this the wrong way. I don't want to wish that on anybody. But there's a certain percentage chance that you, even in the last trimester, that you miscarry. Or that something gets botched during the birth, you know? Stuff happens, you know? And then you have all those nice pictures of baby shower of a kid that doesn't exist.
Fucking living nightmare.
Oh, exactly. Don't put that value on anything. It's crazy.
Let the motherfucker burn
Oh,
I
whoa.
mean, get bored.
Jesus Christ, Malinda.
You know, sometimes the truth just comes out.
This wasn't a Freudian slip. This was a.
It was premeditated.
This was a premeditated slip. Jesus Christ, let the motherfucker burn.
It's just a 50 Cent rap lyric just came into my head. Let that motherfucker burn.
Oh yeah, we have Jamil in the house and more from Farts of Doom. All right,
let's go back to the comments while somebody's getting burned. Okay, the first prayer wheels, which were driven by wind, have been used in the Tibet and China since the 4th century.
Wow, okay.
The concept of the prayer wheel is a physical manifestation of the phrase turning the wheel of Dharma, which describes the way in which, like we have that's
a real thing.
That's the 8 things that, like, you know, as a Buddhist that you need to face.
Right, yes.
Don't ask me to tell the 8 things.
I
know it in Sinhalese, but
hey,
I don't
dude,
know.
It's the same with me and deadly sins. You know, like I know the deadly sins, but
I don't get to. I have to think, like, there is 8 that you need to, like, face and accept.
It looks like you ate the 8.
Yeah, definitely. This lockdown.
you do. Buddha taught us to eat the wheel.
Yeah. It's like, if you're hungry,
Yeah.
nothing else there. Just eat the wheel. The thing about direction of the swastika is actually a common misconception.
Both left and right facing ones were used in numerous cultures across the world. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Yo, guys, you should make the conspiracy corner a fixed section for the show.
We'll bring it back.
We'll bring it back.
That might be a conspiracy, but we'll bring it back.
Like we are thinking if we should put our own conspiracies or just talk about the conspiracies that happens around.
Hey, if you send us some sweet conspiracies, we're
we'll
gonna talk about it.
Yep. Fuck it, I'm ordering a pizza.
Nice.
Q1 got nothing on you. Your logic is way superior.
Yep.
Baby showers are some terrible shit indeed.
Mm-hmm. No, you didn't pronounce it right. Shite.
Shite.
Yeah.
Okay. Paul is pro-miscarriage confirmed.
Somebody clips me. You know what I'm saying?
The nail culture, hair nail culture. I don't think we have had you before in the show.
Yeah, but you're coming over from Tamas Vamos.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much for joining the show. I always thought baby showers are for the mother and her female friends. This is exactly what I had in mind in the beginning.
Yeah, then don't call it a
as
baby
well.
shower.
Mother shower.
Yeah, exactly.
Some motherfucking mother showers.
That's a porn video for sure. Mother shower. Oh yeah.
That's a porn category.
Oh no, that's like volume 1 to 17.
The mother shower.
Oh yeah. It's like a DVD box set. Yeah. Oh, for sure. This is 69. I repeat, only 69.
Come in this summer. This summer.
All over you.
All over you.
Mother shower.
Mother shower.
Texas mother shower. And then, you do it like different regions. You know, like Brooklyn mother showers. Whatever. Yes. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. Great stuff here. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
The invention by baby companies to sell no babies. Best joke of the show so far. Best joke of the show so far.
So baby showers are invented for selling more babies.
Dude, that is the best Malinda's conspiracy category so far.
Now that's something for a conspiracy corner. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so let's get back to the corona updates, like the last ones. AstraZeneca is still being rolled out in Austria regardless. Some of the European nations have said no.
Yeah, because let's be honest, the thrombosis rate right now is laughable. So,
well, Austria also got nothing to lose at the moment.
Oh yeah, exactly. Shoot me up with that AstraZeneca, baby. I'll take that any day over nothing.
We were about to go to Sputnik 5, so
yeah. As long as look, I don't have anything against the Russian people.
No, nobody.
I have a lot against the Russians state. And if again, Sputnik 5 seems to be an alright vaccine, by all accounts.
I'm actually expecting the Johnson & Johnson's one.
Yeah? You think you...
Because it's one dose.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have 2 doses.
Yeah. That's typical American company, you know? Like, no, convenience is the most important thing. Fuck everything else. It has to be one shot opportunity. You know, like it's Eminem.
No,
it's Eminem. It's
because they always get to put the side effects after every ad.
Oh yeah.
So they are not afraid of it. Like, we told you.
Yeah. Oh
We
yeah,
told you.
that's true. They have just the guy talking real fast.
We told you that your knees will be in your elbows after taking this.
Johnson & Johnson is not liable for any damages that you have received after giving the dose to yourself and also other people.
Side effects may include
Side effects may include being dead, not being dead, rising from the dead,
going inside the dead.
turning into Johnson & Johnson himself. Yes, that's a real person. We cloned him.
Austria is living on the edge
With this
with
one.
this one.
Yeah. We see. I think that's the problem with being a relatively sedentary nation for like 70 years. You know, we got it all out of a system basically in 45. You know.
It's been flushed.
Yeah, but now we had 70 years of build-up since then. So now we're like something's gotta happen. Something's gotta happen. Ooh.
Here comes the punchline.
And the best thing, we don't even have to blame anybody for those deaths. Woohoo! You know, like it's again. This is a population controls like person's wet dream is getting corona and just walking around with it. You know. No, seriously. Like, if you are into population control, which you shouldn't, because, you know, it's a super fascist concept, and it doesn't work. Because people gotta bang.
As a matter of fact, we are bringing this podcast live from Austria. So, when an Austrian say population control,
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
it's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
You should listen.
Or not. Like, listen far away, you know? Or listen to it and then say, this is bullshit, and move on. All right.
So that's it. That's it for our coronavirus updates, guys. Stay safe. Let's go to the world news segment.
Yay! Stuff happened to other places too.
Yes, and we're gonna start with a very beautiful one when Biden calls Putin a killer, and Putin's response was so fucking gangster.
This is a diss rap. Yeah, you know.
This is going on Hip Hop Beef's number 5 edition.
Hottest tracks from East Coast, West Coast beef. This is the original East Coast, West Coast
beef. So Putin said, "It takes one to know another."
Yeah.
And it takes one to know one.
Which, by the way, he confirmed now that he's a murderer by saying it takes one to know one. He himself like, yes, I'm a murderer because I know that you're a murderer. But that's the I don't know, the charm factor of Putin is he's a sociopath, but he doesn't give a fuck. While everybody else, even somebody like Trump, still like ego was the most important thing. You know, like no, I'm like my image needs to be pristine, needs to be like, I'm not a murderer, I'm like the coolest person ever, like I'm saving people, I'm gracious and everything. Russia is just, no, I kill people. That's why I'm greatest. I murdered so many people. Like, number one, you know, you rise up to top.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah. I stabbed guy 5 minutes ago.
If you say something wrong, I'm killing you now.
I ordered beef stroganoff. He brought me beef stroganoff. I stabbed him twice. Stroganoff said.
I now I'm waiting for Biden's response.
he's gonna challenge him to a Mario Kart battle.
Like
because apparently that's the only thing that
we talked about Biden's Mario Kart challenge in a previous episodes. A couple of episodes ago, we talked about it, like how
that's the coolest thing he's done since he's in office, next to bombing a village. And apparently there were no civilians there, but if a Hellfire missile, demolishes your house, it's hard to find who's there and who's not, That's the whole point of that missile, is to make anything exist there. That's my sound when I see a missile fired at me. I guess it's over now. That's the most common sound in Afghanistan. It's not Allah or anything else. It's
there is news coming from
Superpower Smash Brothers. Nice one, Paul.
Let's go to the comments. Imagine Putin denying he murdered anyone. If you're talking about killing that Punani, then call me a murderer.
Yeah, because I slay all night, bruv.
That'd be hilarious. Thanks for the reminder on FB Messenger. Yeah.
No one else. No problem, Razwan. No problem. I really want to see Putin and Biden fight.
I want to see them rap battling.
Yeah, that's fighting.
Biden forgetting his lyrics halfway through.
Dude, he's gonna stutter. He's gonna do the whole Scatman thing. Putin's the bad guy. Give
Superpower
the
Smash
Crimea.
Superpower Smash Brothers, or just nuclear war.
Whatever form it takes, I'm game. Well, game for 5 minutes if it's nuclear. Yeah. That's most exciting, but also shortest. This is the heroine of battles. Very high, but then you crash like a motherfucker. And there's very low chance you're getting that high again after that. Yay! No, so again, the good old days are back, where Russia and the US are battling out, but both of them are now basically insignificant nations.
They're too old for the Cold War.
Yeah. It's two elderly people now fighting. It's not fresh anymore, bro.
This is all news.
It's probably literally Biden's dementia kicking in. He thinks he's still in the 80s. He's like, oh, Cold War still, right? Those Ruskies are really bad. And again, Putin was like, there's a picture of him as a KGB agent while like Reagan lands or one of the US president lands in Russia, and there's like a picture of them, and Putin is in the background, like with the microphone hanging out as a KGB agent. Yeah. So Putin also is from that time still. So it's like this is just a revival, and just like Woodstock '99, it sucks, and a lot of people gonna die.
There is news coming from down under. There is flooding, like massive floodings happening in New South Wales, Australia. And
finally, Australia has completed its Pokemon status symbol. It already had crazy animals, so that's Pokemon. Then they had fire, so that's Pokemon Red. And now they have the floods, Pokemon Blue.
Well, it said like this is a once in a 50 years event. They haven't seen something like this since the 1960s.
Oh, cool.
So, thoughts and prayers to Down Under.
Yeah,
that
literally down under in water.
Yeah, that didn't sound too soon. Too soon.
Hey, they have complained about being dry for years now.
Aquaman has been seen in New South Wales, Australia.
Drunk Aquaman. He's like, oh, I made it rain way too much, man. Oh, fuck. What did I do last night? Did I flood New South Wales? man, why are there all the fishes in the Mar-a-Lago are fucking drowning? Why are they doing that? Yeah. No, that's literally revenge for the fucking liberals. Because in Australia, the liberal government, one of the things they did was liberalize the water market. So farmers used to do something called flood irrigation, where you have a big reservoir and then you pump some water off of that and then you flood your fields regularly with it instead of rain. It's a relatively good system. It's not very efficient because again, you have those high spikes of water that you need, and then there's nothing. And while you keep all of that in a pond, obviously a lot of it just evaporates. Now the liberals have taken literally all that water that is in the Mar-a-Lago, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest river in Australia, and basically run it dry by having farmers stockpile water. Trillions and trillions of liters of water, like insane amounts of water. So now with those floods, I can very much imagine a lot of those reservoirs broke and contributed to that flood.
Damn.
Or, if you have dried out water beds, they don't hold water anymore. It just runs through it. And then you have a flash flood, which is really devastating. So, well done, liberal government. Your way of saving on government spending has really paid off. First, your country was on fire. Now it's underwater. You're doing really well. I blame Aquaman from The Boys. You mean the deep? But yes. Cold War II, nuclear boogaloo. Yeah.
So, there is tech news coming from Microsoft. I mean, the news is not coming from Microsoft, but Microsoft Teams, if you know about Microsoft Teams, it's getting even worse.
Yeah, it's already a bad program. It crashes all the time. It had security breaches. And now Teams has a changelog for a future release. It's not out yet, so hopefully they will change their mind.
And the function is it has a function. The new function actually don't allow you in if you are too late.
Yep.
So that means
in the time where we all depend on internet and it cuts out sometimes because it's bad in a lot of regions. This is one of the worst ways to handle this.
Yeah, like I will never be able to join a meeting.
Yeah, you're never gonna be at a Teams meeting ever. I mean, it's supposed to be an enable feature of the admin, but I can see companies obviously abusing this function. But
you are not there in the meeting, so you're not getting paid today.
And the crazy thing is, one of the things in the changelog too with that was a function to have a whitelist of people to come in. How has that not been a feature from the start? A whitelist is one of the easiest things to implement on a programming site. Wouldn't you agree, Malinda?
Yeah.
Even you and I could fucking program a whitelist function. Check if X is value that you added before that. If not, don't enter. Ooh, so hard.
Well, it's Microsoft.
It's Microsoft, yeah. Microsoft with microcode. If it's not fucking written in C++ for applications, I'm not using it. If it's not written in Visual Basic, what are you even doing? Yeah. That's Microsoft's attitude. No, guys, Visual Basic is a fantastic language that everybody should use. Mm-hmm. Said nobody ever except for fucking reps of Microsoft.
It depends on the technology that you are familiar with.
The Germans approve this function.
The German approves this function.
This is very useful, yeah. If you're not punctual, what are you even doing with your life? Right? That's the attitude to this.
Imagine like future visa applications have been like visa interviews and all that shit.
Everything has a timeout function. You're at the McDonald's ordering for too long. Sorry, this can't be this transaction is cancelled because you took too long. Move along, sir. Operations. Everything. Everything. Police tickets. Sir, you have taken too long to write me a ticket. Goodbye. This has timed out. This punishment has timed out.
Or else it can also work the other way around. Sir, you took too long to park that car. Now you're getting a ticket.
Oh, yeah. It totally cuts both ways. It's the same way that... So, fun segue, because of the dictator comment before that. The only best implementation of taxation, in my opinion, was Donald Duck in one of the earlier comic books. They basically found the helmet or something like that of the first guy that came to King Olaf or something like that in the comic book, who came first to America. So if you get that, you basically become the king of America. And he's like he has like immediately like bouts of grandeur, and he's like, oh, I won't tax anything. Everything is untaxed. Anything is untaxed except air. Deep sigh, 10 cents. Loud laughter, 50 cents. A deep breath, 55 cents. And I'm like, oh, you mad genius. But also, best way to be a dictator. Just, everything's free except for air. If you want to complain, it's going to cost you.
Yeah. That will be $200.
Yeah. Duck coins. I don't know what the currency
Duck
is.
coins.
Ooh.
Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty coins. Ew. All right. That's the worst episode of Disney, the Disney Channel. The DuckTales Dynasty.
There's also news coming again from Austria, like the first stay-at-home dad.
Oh, yeah, shit.
He wins the case against discrimination for the first time in history of Austria.
Successfully. That's the qualifier. Other people tried before. Other people have gotten money before. But nobody got literally told by a court that, yes, he was discriminated against by his employees. Yeah. And by all accounts, and what I've read from like the Gerichtsprotokolle, the protocols, seems like he was definitely mobbed by his bosses. And to shout out that cool company, it's Raiffeisen.
Oh!
Yeah, Raiffeisen Holding.
Fucking potato bank.
Yeah, potato bank. That's the best way to describe it, motherfucker. That's great.
Isn't like that a farmer's bank or whatever?
Basically, yeah. Countryside
bank.
Countryside crunch. No, but the crazy thing is, I mean, that makes
we will tell good things about you if you are willing to sponsor us.
Oh, yeah.
But until then,
we are definitely buyable, just like your morals are.
All morals are buyables.
But the thing is, so he got discriminated against. He protocoled everything, and that also allowed him to win the case. The fun thing is, Raiffeisen Holding has gotten an approval for being a very family-friendly company 2 years ago by the Austrian state. So the Austrian state fucking said, like, put their stamp of approval on this and said, this is a great place to work if you have kids. And he couldn't fucking be with his kids because his fucking work literally took his life away for a while.
Yeah, I guess the dude has to even carry coffee in the morning. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they put
Man used to be a bank clerk, now he has to photocopy shit.
Apparently the manager, even like the managers in his department, even put meetings extra late so that he couldn't pick up his kid from kindergarten.
Shit.
Yeah, stuff like that. Then again, giving him the dog shit work, even though he is way overqualified for that stuff.
It reminds me of a movie.
Oh, yeah. There's a French movie where somebody gets hired to bully a whole department out of a company. Yeah. And it is the first movie that made me cry ever. Okay. Because there's this scene where a person literally loses their mind because they get mobbed so hard. And, I mean, at that time, I got also mobbed at school, so I, like, really felt that. But yeah, that was the first movie I ever cried. Yeah. Not a fun movie. Yeah, not a fun real life for this guy. But yeah, he finally got men are equal to women. they also can be discriminated and mobbed against at work, and especially if you're in a toxic masculine, which clearly it was a toxic masculine environment, you as a man also will be discriminated against. If you
and
are
we are very
soft.
glad the dude
I mean,
won.
how hardcore is that? Like, I wanna be able to be with my kid when.
Yeah,
he
don't
grows
worry.
up.
We are both going to be.
Oh no, we're comedians. Yeah, no, absolutely.
we are going to have plenty of time with that.
It's just Sundays where I can't, honey. I know you're home from school, but sorry, Dad has to make dick jokes with his friends.
Ah, man.
Hey, this pays the bills, sweetie. You stay in your room and you don't listen to Dad talking about eating dick for 5 minutes.
Germans approve this function, potato bank. So yeah, there we go. Caught in chaos.
Yes.
We coined that motherfucker. Raiffeisen Bank,
is
aka
the potato bank. Yeah, take that to the potato bank. You know who's the main customer of the potato bank? Callis.
Anyway, we have planes, trains, and automobiles. Before we go there, just a small announcement. Millions around the world actually celebrated the Persian New Year. It falls around this time. I mean, very happy New Year to all the Farsi people out there. All I have to say is just go easy with the fireworks.
Yes, yeah. Don't plane anything stupid. That's all we're saying. Speaking of planes. Yay! Transportation news.
So, Opel is re-releasing the Manta.
Whoop whoop.
And it's going to be fully electric.
Yeah, and maybe this time VW is not gonna kill it. No, because when Opel released this, the direct competitor was the VW Scirocco, I think, or one other of those like more. I think maybe the Golf Sport. No, what's the sport version of the Golf?
I have no fucking clue about cars, man.
The GTI, the Golf GTI. I think it was like in competition to that one. But it was basically a better sports car in all regards, and it was cheaper. But also, that was a branding problem and an opportunity for VW to completely destroy the brand. So obviously, people who couldn't afford the fancy VW, but wanted a sports car, went with the Manta back in the 80s and 90s, I think. It was 80s and 90s, yeah. And VW saw that and attacked it, literally hiring comedians. I'm not joking. And they were joking, you know? But that's not a joke, but it is, kind of, you know? They paid comedians to deliberately write Manta jokes.
Okay.
Just jokes about the car. There's a whole conspiracy, not just conspiracy theory. It has been proven. There's literally like the boss of VW from that time, like saying, yeah, we totally destroyed that. You know, yeah, we had some comedians to write some jokes.
Business, motherfucker.
But the whole point was to combine like low income people, you know.
Yeah.
You don't want to be associated with that in Germany, you know, the whole class thing.
Yeah.
Buy Manta cars. Oh, ergo, Manta car is a dirty people's like.
It's a poor people car.
Yeah, exactly, a plebeian vehicle, you know. And then the whole jokes were like, oh, how do you know? How can you tell a Manta driver in the winter? By his frosted over elbow. Because they always drive like this, you know, like because they're relaxed working class people. And or how do you know a Manta drivers entered the room? By the rattling of his gold chains. Shitty one-liner jokes about the Manta. That was the whole thing. So they've destroyed the brand completely. But then in the 2000s and a little bit later, now there's a whole like Manta subculture now because it was a fantastic vehicle. Again, it was in every regards better than the VW and cheaper.
And Opel is like, let me reintroduce myself.
Yeah.
It's Manta, bitches.
No. It's electro. Because they're gonna re-release it as a full...
Wu-Tang!
Wu Manta tank. Woman tank. No, but seriously, this is great news. They're gonna re-release it as a fully electric sports vehicle. It looks fun from the promo shots that I've seen. I think they're renders. They're not the real car. Yeah. I'm not sure. But so far, I'm very happy because they kept the design language of the original Manta. I hate every modern iteration of like 70s and 80s sports cars because they're all the same design, but they have been like, all rounded down because they all have to be like perfect with drag in wind tunnels, so they round everything down instead of making a new design, and I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much. It makes every car look the same. They're all eggs now. They're all shitty eggs, and this Manta actually looks fun. Nice. This looks like a car I would actually consider buying.
It's so funny, like the whole time I'm just listening and saying shit. I don't even know how the fucking car looks like. I don't know what the car is talking about. I have no fucking clue what this car is about. I only know that there is something called Opel. I have seen the logo. I know that shit.
it's the
yeah. That's pretty much it. I have no fucking clue about nothing about car. And with that news, that's it for the show today.
We did a tight hour, man.
Yes, we did a tight hour. But
let's go back to the comments.
The first 30 minutes we were trying to figure out how to get this on Clubhouse. So now, if you don't want to be on YouTube, you can easily listen to this on Clubhouse every Sunday as well.
For all your exclusive iPhone owners.
Yes, exclusive. If you don't have an iPhone, then suck it.
Then you can go on YouTube. Yeah, that's.
If you don't have an iPhone, come in YouTube. You can see us.
Exactly. All right.
Hiring comedians to make a movie about Mantas
with Til Schweiger. Exactly. Yep, that happened as well. Yeah. There's literally a comedy movie called Manta, I think. Yeah. Dog shit movie.
We say it twice.
I mean, it's Til Schweiger, so the only time he was good was when he played a Nazi.
I had a professor called Schweiger.
Yeah? Was he any good? Ooh, you nearly made a comment that could be used against you.
Yeah.
Don't say anything. Don't say
anything. Did Erste Bank wrote you to shit on Raiffeisen? Not yet, but I am available for purchase.
I know them only by color, Malinda. Pretty good.
That's a good one. So, guys, that's it for the show
for this week.
And don't forget, we do an open mic on Clubhouse tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central European Time.
Whoop, whoop.
So
check that out.
And again, tickets for the next month's show, it's going live tomorrow. So from tomorrow onwards, you can buy tickets for the show. And once again, I must remind you, that's a lineup that you will never see anywhere
in real life,
because these comedians are not easy comedians to get together.
Geographically difficult, let's call it that.
Well, geographically, plus their touring dates
never would be a shit show. This is like once in a moon.
Yeah, and Aliyah Janine, she runs a comedy club in New York.
Right.
One of the regulars in Gotham Comedy Club and all that shit.
Fantastic.
Freddie Quinn is he is one of the more hilarious people that I've seen in the comedy circuit, especially in
He's really
Europe.
funny.
Yep. And Georg, same, he has a lot of fringes under his belt. That didn't really come out right.
That sounds... Did you make an no?
Nah, he has been to pretty much all the fringes.
Oh, that fringe.
Comedy fringes.
Yeah, okay. No, I get it. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
So, of course.
I'm like Native American? Is it?
And we have lovely Anushka Rava. So really, really great lineup. Get your tickets, and we are not discriminating, but at the same time we are not advising on this. You guys, it's up to you guys. You can buy one ticket for the whole household if you want. Like yesterday we had a whole village in the house.
Oh yeah, right. Right. I forgot about that already.
That was hilarious, man. I wasn't sure if I should call the authorities or just let them enjoy the show. But yeah, like we all had fun. Last night was really fun.
Yes.
So we're gonna do like there is no hope for this lockdown to be ending. So we are doing these online shows. That's the only way we can bring comedy to you guys.
Also, sneak peek, Dr. Tinderlove, new episode has been already in post-production. We're putting the finishing touches on it, so that should be released in the next few days. And also, obviously, go on to my YouTube channel, Paul Jacobs Comedy. No, it's going all right. I should release more stuff. But it's really hard to get interviews I can't keep interviewing you and Tamas. That's not the point. And
I did a podcast last Wednesday with Ori Haveli.
Yeah, and how
it was really nice. It was about telling stories about.
Is the link already up?
Yeah.
So like, that will be in the description.
The video is there. If you wanna hear some of my childhood stories, you can check out that podcast. It was.
You had a childhood?
Yeah. Unlike Europeans, motherfucker, we have childhoods.
Yeah, I thought you came out as an 18-year-old in a business suit.
Like
you came out rapping.
We spent our childhood fruitfully. Literally, I don't know.
Ooh, wow. I'm gonna leave that.
And now all the European people are like, that's true.
Yeah, so thank you guys for
Thank you
here.
very much for joining us, guys.
It has been a lovely, lovely time, but goodbye and see you the next time.
I'm Malinda Perera.
I'm Paul Jacobs. Adios. If I find the button.